I have a history of spilling coolant. No! Why? Fuck, this is not good. What's up? We're back. Welcome back to another video. This is part 12. Damn. This is part 12 of tucking the engine bay to the LS300ZX. Now it kind of may not seem like it, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We've just got a few things left to do. The largest of them being wiring, obviously. But today I am going to tighten all of the lines and try to put fluids in the car. Now I'm getting so close to 300 subscribers, and I know most of my viewers are not currently subscribed. So somebody hit that subscribe button and get us over the 300 mark. We're really close. And it's exciting. I'm excited. So right now I'm about to grab some vacuum line to run between the coolant reservoir and the valley of the engine. I think that's the best way of saying that. Anyways, let's get into it. All right, now I got this to run from the little steam port connection in the valley of the heads. So it's basically going to connect from right here, and then I'm gonna put a zip tie over it, and then it'll run, I don't wanna do something like this. Yeah, I could totally zip tie it through that, and then it can run under here, behind the reservoir, and up like this, and then attach right here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Really may not even need a zip tie on this one because it's so freaking tight, but do it anyways. Don't know what we're gonna do with this AC line. Getting the zip tie snipped, and we got some extra bonus line. And by extra, I mean I paid for it and not using it, so sad. Now things were still going well at this point, and I had previously emptied all of the fluids out of the car. So now I'm just gonna make sure everything's tight, and then we'll start adding fluids. Okay, that is tight. Power cables for the fans, coolant drain tightened up. We got oil pan drain tightened up. I think I just need to check lines up top. Okay, so I got all these fuel and oil lines up here, which ought to be the same size. And I just got to get these tightened. Then we'll be able to put some fluids in here. Do I not even have a wrench that's big enough for this? Damn, it's like a 21 or something. We're going big adjustable. All right, I think all the lines are tight and good. There should be an air line. I think that goes to the brake booster. Where's that? Where would that air line have gone? Where would that air line have gone? The amount of time I spend walking around looking for shit on the floor. There it is. This I've got running into the interior for the boost controller. This line. What's up, dude? Nice haircut. Oh, this connects down there. Where do you remember what the other end of this connects to? One end connects down there. One is going into the interior for the boost controller, and then
it was for the oil pressure regulation.
Oh, yes. True. You're right. Good call. I just put that line away too. Now, I can start putting fluids in here. I need to go get oil from inside. Let's see how my little jig hooks up. So I got this device, and basically like a big funnel with an on-off switch, which is cool. I think all the components are inside. And you have all these pipes. You can connect this, supposedly, to the cap on the reservoir. If this is the same thread and everything, it actually is, it looks like. Heck yeah, I was kind of concerned about that. All right, then you got all these pipes and you connect them together. So the idea is that the pipes can raise this up as high as possible, and then you can get gravity to feed in there. Not really confident that that is the correct way at all. Let's see just how it fits out of curiosity. Maybe it's because the rubber's supposed to seal down in the hole. Ooh, yeah, that might work perfect. Wow, dude, this is honestly sick. Okay, so we got that tightened down. I'm gonna actually put in one of these 45s now that I'm seeing that this is kind of at an angle. So we'll do, well, that's gonna be a hell of a 45. Now there's pretty much no point in me doing this, but we're already here, so we'll go ahead and leave some extra opportunities for leakage. Have a couple more joints in here, why not? Oh, that's tight. Yeah, I'd say that's way above the engine, so if we put some coolant in there, we ought to be able to bleed this in. So does that, that's open. So I'm gonna be doing red coolant. Do I have any more red coolant? I might have hella red coolant. Yeah, this is red coolant. Let's make sure that is so freaking cool. Okay, that was only like a half, so we're not overdoing it or anything. This thing is freaking awesome. We'll let gravity handle the bleeding. I've had so much trouble being able to properly bleed this. I think because just the shape of the car, the radiator sits substantially lower than the front of the engine. So when I was trying to fill up on the cap on the radiator, it was just not getting all the air out of the system because the radiator cap was not the highest point. But now it's gonna be the highest point. Ooh, and that's literally just water. So yeah, I'll do a little bit of water. Or a lot, all over the entire engine bay. Nice. And then we'll do the rest because the new coolant that I just got is concentrated. Let's try to not do that with this coolant. After pouring a little, I would check to make sure that it's flowing down into the radiator. But right about here is where chaos ensued. See, the coolant was making it to the radiator, but it was also making it somewhere else. Make sure there's not just a ton of coolant pouring out somewhere. That would be not surprising. I have a history of spilling coolant. This might be one of my best purchases ever. This thing's freaking awesome. Oh no, where's it coming out? Oh no. How is that leaking out? Shit. We got water leaking from multiple places. Oh no! Oh no! The radiator! Shit! This is not good! The freaking radiator is just spewing coolant. This radiator's busted! No! Why? Fuck! Fuck! Where's my phone? Okay, so I've got coolant leaking out of this thing somehow, and then also just freaking pouring out of the radiator right there. There's definitely a bust in it. I think that's the only place. My new bracket is getting filled up with coolant. No! This freaking blows. This is so bad. Why they got a drain hole on this? This is just terrible. This is so terrible. It's coolant everywhere. It's already everywhere, but it's really about to be everywhere. I can't believe this radiator's busted. So ass. can't be repaired. That's super not ideal. Well, now I'm really depressed because this car ain't gonna be done anytime soon. I see the bust right there. I see the bust where it is leaking. It's just that one little spot. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's video. Obviously, we got a lot to figure out with the cooling, and then next we're probably gonna work on wiring, and I'm gonna ignore the cooling until it's the last thing left because I don't want to deal with it. But I'll see you in the next video. What a freaking nightmare. Son of a